Hey crew, this is Alton, and I'm here today for another episode of Moorditj Mondays. I'm going to be talking to you about the 6 seasons, and one season in particular, one of my favourites, Bunuru. The second summer, the warmer time of the year, and time when a lot of beautiful things are happening all around us. Look forward to sharing it with you. For those of you that don't know, in the Nyoongar calendar we actually have 6 seasons, 6 obviously shorter seasons. These don't go by the 2 months, although it's an easy way for the Western world to understand. For us, the land tells us what time of the year it is, we listen, and therefore we know what parts of the land we should be in, how to be sustainable, how to utilize it, and at the same time, and probably most importantly, we know how to tap into our traditional education system. So, Bunuru is one of the warmest times of the year. What do you like to do when it gets warm? Head out towards the beach? A lot of people do. Guess what? The Nyoongar people do as well. We like to head out towards the coastlines. We also like to take advantage of a lot of the freshwater resources around us. What does that mean? Plenty of seafood, plenty of water foods available to us all. We'll start to partake in a lot of our fishing, and there's a series of techniques we have to catch individual fish, as well as large amounts to feed a large amount of people. But whenever we do so, we have to be sustainable. So we find ourselves around the fresh water as well. Now, while there's plenty of food available there, one of the most important ones are all the plants and trees that are around us. They provide us with an abundance, and they're quite consistent as well. We also come across one of my favorite animals, the buoy, the turtle. I'm sure it's many of your favorite as well. In contrast to the Western systems, the land actually tells us what time of the year it is, the budja, the country. So, certain plants start to flower, and that means we can tell what time of the year it is. One for the Bunuru season is the marri tree. You might see those white blossoms come through. When this happens, we know it's Bunuru, it's the warm time. We also know that towards the end of this, the zamia palms, a prehistoric plant, is going to start spitting out some of its red seeds, which we call bao, which means we're heading into the Jaren season. To continue this system in the modern Western world is quite difficult, because traditionally, access to these areas allowed us to maintain our knowledge, practice it, apply it, and then be able to pass it on to the next generations as well. This is very difficult in modern times. However, we still do continue to practice the 6 seasons through things like some of our traditional crabbing, some of our fishing, continuing these stories and visiting some of these special places that our ancestors would travel to, and for thousands of years go through trial and error, which gave us the knowledge that we have today. So despite not having access to some of these areas in modern times, we have continued to adapt our culture and adapt the 6 seasons. This allows us to maintain our culture, for it to survive and for it to thrive. So we've learnt a little bit about Bunuru today. Here's a question to you all. What's flowering around you? Anything that we spoke about today? Or, if you're not on Nyoongar country, what country are you on? And what season is it there? Engaging with some of this Aboriginal knowledge and learning about the country we're on is both a privilege and a responsibility that's available to all of us today. And it's also just interesting to learn a little bit more about your home, the place you're staying, and the land that's around you. Thanks for watching with us, learning a little bit about our culture. Burda. I'll see you later.